Katie, welcome back to Steal the Spotlight. Today I have yet another epic thrift haul for you, and I think I'm actually more excited than usual, which I didn't even think was possible because you know how much I love making these videos, but I truly do have some pretty cool finds to share with you today, so hopefully you enjoy it just as much as I do. If you do, please remember to give it a big thumbs up. Okay, so just getting straight into the goods, I'm going to start out with all of the tops I've picked up recently. The first one you might actually recognize. I did wear it in my previous haul video and I really do love this. One of my favorite finds. I think that the color palette is so gorgeous, which you can probably tell this is very much my thing by like the decor I have going on in the background today. But I also really do like the style and cut of this as well. I like that kind of like sheer sort of fabric with the little lettuce trim across the sleeves, and also just the V cut of the shirt, because although it's quite deep, you can still wear a normal bra with it and it doesn't feel too over the top. Next up is this short sleeved button up shirt, and this is just such an adorable polka dot print because it's so tiny and the white on red is such a classic combination as well. This was brand new with tags on and I picked it up for only $6, which I think is pretty good still. It's definitely not a style that I'm super familiar with wearing, so it might take a little bit of playing around, but I'm really excited to see how I can wear this one. I'm sure most of you already know my love for graphic tees, which is very evident by how much I overwear my Harley Davidson ones, so this time around I picked up one that's like a little bit more cheeky and funny, I guess, and it just says "My mum thinks you're lame," which is really accurate, and I was actually shopping with my mum when I found this, so I couldn't leave without it. And I don't actually have any graphic tees that just have a plain white base, so it'll probably come in handy with styling up a few outfits. It will definitely look bomb with a jacket I'm going to show you later on. This next top is in like a tacky psychedelic sort of print, which I'm all about, by the way. And again, I just thought this was a really cool cut and style, which is kind of a little bit more unusual because it just comes to like a knot just under the boobs and then flares out over the stomach. This is definitely something I can see myself wearing all the time, especially just throwing it on with like my cheap Monday black cropped flared jeans. That was such a mouthful to get out, but you know what I'm saying. Obviously the early 2000s are practically taking over at the moment, and one trend that I think is kind of underrated is when they would wear like the cute little vest just as a top. So when I saw this one and it was half price, I wanted to try it out. And when I got it home, my boyfriend said it looked like one of those little vests they dress monkeys up in, and once he said it, I kind of can't unsee it, but hopefully I can still make something work. And then surprisingly enough, I actually picked up another vest. This one is not so much an early 2000s inspired piece, but I thought it would come in handy styling a few different looks. So it is just this black faux suede material with this fringe detail all along the front. I don't know, maybe it will work for like a cowboy chic sort of vibe, or even just like the stereotypical 70s hippie sort of thing as well. Moving on to some accessories now, and your girl couldn't help herself, so she picked up a couple more scarves. This one is very much a skinny scarf. This one is a little bit wider, but still not big enough to do like the cute top tie-up trend that's been having a moment recently, but nonetheless, I think these will look really pretty in the hair for spring and summer, which if you guys didn't know, I live in Australia, so me along with everyone else in the Southern Hemisphere are actually in spring now and moving forward into summer. The next item I got is just adorable. It is this 1960s corduroy paperboy cap, and I really love going to the Save the Children op shop in Margate because they have quite a big retro section. So this is like genuine vintage from the 1960s, which is pretty cool, and while they do price it up a little bit, it's nothing too extreme compared to going to an actual vintage store. I don't know if it necessarily suits me, but I thought it was a really cool item to have in my collection. The last two accessories I have are both bags, and I really want to get into wearing a wider variety of bags. I pretty much wear the same black crossbody all the time, so hopefully I'll branch out a little bit. The first one is this kind of straw bag, which is obviously massive at the moment, but this one just, you know, got really tacky with this leopard print thrown on it in like a metallic paint, so of course I couldn't say no to that. And the other one is kind of interesting as well, at least I think so, because it is this hard plastic kind of circular shape with this long crossbody rope handle. It definitely looks as though it's had better days, and I'm not sure what kind of time period it was from or anything, but for some reason it was just calling my name, and I think it was only $2. Oh my god, okay, so I can't believe I almost forgot to mention this because it's not a clothing item. It's in the background in the set at the moment. It is this amazing record player. We found this at Salvo's for only $40. My mum actually spotted it. They had it under like a microwave or something ridiculous like that. I was absolutely stoked. It is in full working condition. You can play the radio through it as well. So I guess I'm back to having bad luck in like the pants and skirts department because I don't have any to show you this time around. So just gonna keep on moving, and our next category is dresses. The first one I got is kind of like a slip style inspired, which I know are probably more on their way out now, but I thought that this one still had a point of difference, specifically because it's not in that kind of like silky material that most of them were last season. I really do like the white embroidery contrasted against the black, so I think this will be a really nice piece for the warmer weather. I absolutely adore this shade of kind of like a muted green color, I suppose. This dress is just darling with all of the floral embroidery on it, and then just the gorgeous little button-up detail as well. That's something I am a huge fan of in maxi dresses. Sadly, it is a little bit too big for me, but because of the style, I think that it actually teams up really well with a belt, so super easy fix. And I don't know, there's just something about it that totally makes you want to put it on and like frolic around in the garden or something. Next up, we have an Old Faithful, of course. I'm talking about a good old-fashioned wrap dress. I feel like I bang on about these quite a lot because they are honestly so freaking flattering on practically everyone. I really just love the earthy tones in this pattern, and I thought I could style it up in a cool kind of 70s sort of way, especially if I team it with some brown calf boots. Now we're going from the 70s over to the 60s because I picked up this little shift dress. I feel like the colors are kind of more 70s inspired, but the overall silhouette is definitely more 60s. And my favorite feature on this one has to be this kind of built-in scarf which acts as a cowl neck, and then you can tie up in the back, and I don't know, I just picture that like 60s vibe of like riding in a convertible and like the little scarf bit is like flying in the wind. So I don't know, just daydreaming about this dress, I guess. The last dress I have to show you, I actually need to make an alteration to, so hopefully in the cutaway you'll see the completed product, and fingers crossed it turned out okay. But it is this houndstooth print dress. At the moment it is a midi length because it has this kind of like awkward crochet and lace on the bottom, and I really just want to cut off to there. And once that's done, I think it'll actually be a really cute summer dress, which kind of gives me Reformation vibes, which I love hunting for things that look like something on the Reformation at the op shop, because there is no way I can afford their stuff at the moment. Even when it's on sale, it's just not working out for me. Okay, so I know I've been banging on this whole video about spring and summer stuff, but I'm actually ending off the haul with 3 jackets because I just couldn't help myself. Particularly with this first one because it was on sale for only $2. It's actually really nice. You really just can't go wrong with such a classic item like this, and picking it up for $2 is just insane to me. So hopefully I'll be able to style it in some videos for you guys or something, because oh my goodness, there is no way I'm wearing this in Brisbane anytime soon. This next one is much more lightweight, so something I can still get away with wearing throughout the spring, hopefully. It has serious 70s vibes with this cream and then contrast brown stitching, but I just thought that this was a really cool piece to have. I don't know what that new show is that's either started or is coming out soon with James Franco in it, where he's like in the 70s and runs like the porn business or something. I don't know, I've only seen the trailer, but for some reason this just reminds me of that. Weird, I know. If anyone's actually seen that show, let me know. And last but not least, I picked up yet another denim jacket, but this time in red, which I am living for. I definitely want to try and pick one up in like a yellow as well, but for now I'm happy with this. Only $6, which was an absolute steal in my opinion. And this is the jacket I was referring to when I was talking about my weird graphic tee earlier on, so I think this will definitely complement quite a few of my outfits. I honestly feel like this is my best thrift haul ever, and I know people say that all the time in like really clickbaity titles and thumbnails and stuff, but honestly, I'm in love with everything I picked up this time around, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it as well. If you did, give it a big thumbs up and let me know in the comments which items were your absolute favorites. I would love to hear from you. Otherwise, I'll catch you in my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Mwah!